Hello there, how are you doing? It's so nice to see you back here. Thanks so much for coming and reading another book with me and this guy. Welcome back to Books with Beth and Tony Tiger. Now Tony, I've got not one, not two, but 3 books for us this week. Now I suppose you're wondering, Tony, why we've got 3 books this week. What is going on? It's total madness. Well, Tony, I'm going to show you why. I have got these books right here. I have got one here, one here, and one here. And there's different shapes on the front of these books, Tony. We've got a circle, we've got a triangle, we've got a square. And what you'll notice, Tony, this is just a picture. There is no name. And these books are a trilogy, Tony, which means, that's right, there's 3 of them. And they are by Mac, Barnett and John Klassen. They all look very alike. So I thought, Tony, we could read them all. Why not? Let's go totally crazy and do it. Let's just do it. So these books are only short books. So I thought we'll just do it. We'll do them all. Nice little collection for us. So I think we better get started. Which one would you like to start with first, Tony? Now, the triangle one was published in, I think, 2017. Yep, so triangle was 2017. Square was 2018. And circle, 2019, should have guessed. So, it doesn't matter which one we pick first, Tony. What do you think? Square. Shall we read the square one first? Okay. Let's go! 3 books in 1! Can I do it with you on my shoulders? Okay. This is Square. Who? Square. This is Square's secret key. Every day, Square goes down in his cave and takes a block from the pile below the ground. I don't think you can really see these from here, Tony. I might have to move you back. Very sorry about that. This is Square. Who? Square. This is Square's secret cave. Every day, Square goes down into his cave and takes a block from the pile below the ground. Where? The secret cave. He pushes the block up and out of the cave. There he is. He brings the block to the pile at the top of the hill. This is his work. One day, while Square was doing his work, Circle floated by. We met Circle. We know Circle's got our book. We're going to read next. Square, said Circle. You are a genius. I did not know you were a sculptor. Ah, yes, said Square. What is a sculptor? A sculptor shapes blocks into art, said Circle. Ah, yes, said Square. I see what you mean. But he did not really see what she meant. This is a wonderful sculpture, said Circle. It looks just like you. Square looked at his block. Yes, I suppose it is wonderful. Now, said Circle, you must do one of me. Oh, said Square. I will come back for tomorrow. Goodbye, genius. Circle, said Square. I think I should tell you something. But she was already gone. Oh dear, 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 said Square. He studied the block. I have to make this block look like circle, he said. Circle is perfect, so I must make this perfect. He's wondering. Square got to work shaping the block. Oh crumbs, said Square. This is not perfect. Oh dirt, said Square. This is much worse. He went back to work. He worked and worked and worked and worked. Ah! cried Square. He had carved the whole block away. There was nothing left. He was surrounded by rubble. Whatever is the opposite of perfect, this is what this is. I must stay up all night and figure this out. Square fell asleep. The next morning, Square woke up wet. He despaired. What have I done? I push blocks. I do not shape them. I am not a genius. He's looking very upset. Hello, genius, said Circle. I am early. Oh dear, whispered Square. Are you finished? asked Circle. Oh yes, said Square, I am finished. Circle peered down. Oh my, she said. It was beautiful. It was beguiling. It is perfect, said Circle. It is? asked Square. Yes, said Circle. Wow. It's a reflection. You are a genius, said Circle. But was he really? What do you think, Tony? Do you think he is a genius? The end. Now, Tony, who is this? You're right. This is Triangle, and we're going to jump straight on to reading our second book. This is Triangle. This is Triangle's house. This is Triangle in his house. And that is Triangle's door. Perfect for him to fit through. One day, Triangle walked out of his door and away from his house. He was going to play a sneaky trick on Square. Now, who is Square, Tony? We met him in the other book, didn't we? You remembered. Perfect. He walked past small triangles and medium triangles and big triangles. He walked past shapes that weren't triangles anymore. They're just lumps. They were shapes with no names. He walked until he got to a place where there were squares. And there's different sized squares too. Still thinking of his sneaky trick, he walked past big squares and medium squares and small squares. Yes, Tony, just like the triangles. Until he got to Square's house. Now, said Triangle, I will play my sneaky trick. It's not very nice. Triangle walked up to Square's door and said, "Hiss," just like a snake. Square was afraid of snakes. "Oh me, oh my," said Square. "Go away, you snake. Leave my door." "Hiss," said Triangle. "Hiss, hiss, hiss." "Oh dear, dear, dear," said Square. "How many snakes are out there? 10? 10 million? Go away, snakes." You don't really get snakes in Scotland, Tony, so I don't think I'm scared of them. I don't know. Triangle could not hiss any more. He was laughing too hard. It's quite mean. "Triangle," said Square. "Is that you?" "Yes," said Triangle. "I know you are afraid of snakes. I've played a sneaky trick on you." That is really not very nice to me. Unhappy shapes. How do you think Square is feeling, Tony? Quite cross. I would be quite cross at Triangle as well. I think he's feeling a bit sad and a bit silly, to be honest. He's definitely not happy either. Square ran after Triangle, past small squares and medium squares and big squares. He ran past the shapes with no names. Why do you think he's running after him, Tony? Don't know. That's okay. I'm sure we're going to find out in the next few pages. Past the big triangles and medium triangles and small triangles. Up to Triangle's house and right through his door. Almost. He doesn't fit because he's a square. "You are stuck." Triangle laughed and laughed. That Triangle is very mischievous, Tony. I wouldn't like him to be my friend. Poor Square. And Square worked so hard for Circle. He was so kind, and Triangle doesn't seem very kind at all. Even shapes have got their own personalities, Tony. Then he stopped. His house was all dark. Triangle was afraid of the dark. "It's too dark," said Triangle. "You're blocking my light. Go away, you block. Leave my door." It was Square's turn to laugh. "I know you are afraid of the dark. Now I have played a sneaky trick on you. You see, Triangle, this was my plan all along." But do you really believe him? Our final book is called Circle. Here he is. I wonder what mischief the shapes are going to get up to in this book, Tony, because we've seen a lot in those other two books. Let's find out. We'll learn a lot about shapes. This is Circle. Who? Circle. Not square, not triangle, circle. And Circle floats. Triangle and square have got legs, but Circle just floats. Wow, this is Circle's waterfall. Whoa, wish I had my own waterfall. One day, Circle and Square and Triangle, all three of them together, played a game near her waterfall. "Here are the rules," Circle said, very important. "I will close my eyes and count to 10. You must hide somewhere. When I open my eyes, I will try to find you." Square said, "Okay." Triangle said, "Neat." All three. "There is one more rule," said Circle. "No hiding behind the waterfall." Square said, "Okay." Triangle said, "Why not?" The mischievous Triangle back again. "Because," said Circle, "it is dark back there." Square said, "Okay." Triangle said, "I'm not afraid of the dark." They're all looking at the waterfall. Circle closed her eyes and counted to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. "Ready or not," said Circle, "here I come." She's eyes closed. When she opened her eyes, Square was just standing there. He pointed and said, "Triangle went behind the waterfall." Circle sighed. "I will go find him." "Circle," said Square, "you are very brave." "I know," Circle said, and she slipped behind the waterfall. It was quiet on the other side of the waterfall. Circle called out, "Triangle, Triangle, where are you?" There was no answer. "Where do you think Triangle is, Tony?" "Do you think he is hiding really far in the waterfall?" "Oh, you think so? Because you were so sneaky in the other book. I think he is as well." Farther inside, there was not much light. "Triangle, Triangle, where are you?" There was no answer. She went even farther. "You've been very brave. Square is right. I don't like the dark." Until it was all dark. "Triangle," said Circle. "There you are. Why do you always break all the rules?" There was no answer. "Why do you always spoil our fun?" There was no answer. "Why are you such a bad friend?" There was no answer. "I'm sorry," said Circle. "I should not have said that. You are a good friend. You just made us worried. We love you, Triangle." "Thanks," Triangle said from behind her. Circle turned around and said, "Triangle?" "Yes," said Triangle. "I am so glad to see you and Square." Circle said, "Square is outside." "This is not Square. I thought it was you." "No," said Triangle. "That is not me." "No," said Circle. "Oh," said Triangle. Who do you think it is, Tony?" "Oh my goodness. Quick, get out of there." Circle turned back and faced the shape in the dark. "Who are you?" she asked. There was no answer. "Ah!" said Triangle. Triangle and Circle ran very fast back through the dark. I would do the exact same, Tony. Back through where there was not much light. Back through the waterfall. Back to the outside. Square was waiting there for them. They told him what had happened. "Well," Square said, "I am glad I stayed here." Triangle said, "Now I am afraid of the dark." Circle looked back at the waterfall falling. "You know," she said, "that shape in the dark might not have been bad. It might have been a good shape. We just could not see it." Circle closed her eyes. "I wonder," Circle said, "what kind of shape was it?" Then they all closed their eyes and they each pictured a shape. If you close your eyes, what shape do you picture? What shape do you picture, Tony? A star? I wasn't picturing a star, I was picturing a diamond. Interesting. Now, as you know, on this channel we do some reading and then I set some activities at the end that you might like to do with your children. But this week it is a little different because I went online and I googled these books. And these books are published by Walker's Books. You can tell by the little bear at the top. They're always good books, Walker's Books. And Walker's Books had published an activity resource set to print off, so I have linked that down there in the description box. It's got lots of fun things that you might like to print off and do with your children. I've also got a couple of questions and activity sort of things that you might like to do, as well as those. Something you might like to think about is why there are no titles on the front of the books. There are just shapes. Why do you think that is? A fun thing to do would be to go around your home or outside and look at all the different shapes that you can see. Is there any interesting ones that you are finding? Do you think that the circle, the square, and the triangle are the most common shapes? Why do you think that is? We have got 3 wonderful shape friends here. I cannot hold them all at the same time. But I thought what you might like to do is write another story featuring all 3 of our shapes. You could make potato stencils and paint different pictures using those. That's always a fun little activity to do to fill up an afternoon. In Square's book, he's very, very frustrated trying to create perfection for circle. What does perfect mean? Is there a time you have been really frustrated and what happened? Were you trying to create something perfect maybe? You could try yourself to draw the perfect circle like a square, and it is really, really, really difficult. Why do you think it is so difficult to draw a perfect circle? Is that why Square struggled so much? The last thing that you can do is each of the shapes have got their own little personalities, which I think is fantastic. So triangle is very mischievous and is a tiny bit baby. Square is very gentle and he's very kind. He's got lots of perseverance. And circle, we learned that circle is very, very brave, and she knows how to apologise and she loves her friends very much. If you were going to create a shape, what personality would you give your new shape? I would make my diamond have strong leadership skills and be very adventurous, for example. Thanks so much for reading these 3 fantastic shapes books with us. We hope that you enjoyed them as much as we did. I really hope that they bring out more of these books because I think that they are very funny. I would really appreciate it if you could please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel and pass these videos around. If you are a parent of young children or know any parents of young children, I would love for you to share them with them and come and let me know what you think, how you think me and Tony are getting on. If there are any suggestions that you've got or any books you would like me to read, I would really, really appreciate it. Or you can just come and say hello. I've linked all my social media channels down below in this little box right here. We hope that you have a lovely Wednesday and a fantastic rest of the week. We will see you next Wednesday for our next reading. Bye bye.